Hey you guys. Now, this is Yasmina from ancestralwitch.com, and if you like my content, you know what to do. Give the video a thumbs up and smash that subscribe button. Now, I want to recommend some books on Balkan Witchcraft, right? But it's like it's like the only two that are out there in English. So now I'm lucky enough, I understand my own language, because I'm from there, if you haven't known by now. So these are the only two that are out there in English, and they're pretty solid. So, of course, the first one is going to be Radomir Ristic. He's got a second book too, something about sorcery. I do have it, I just couldn't find it, so I can show it to you guys. It's solid, it's good. So now the first one that came out, you see it's a little beat up, is the traditional Balkan Witchcraft. And the second one, if you have seen this book like at all on Amazon, it's probably gonna throw you off by the title, because it's kind of like exactly what? It's Thracian Magic, Past and Present by Georgi Mishev. He's Bulgarian. And Thracia is like way back in the days, when there was Sparta and Athens, when it was city states and stuff like that. So that's when Thracia was, existent under that name on the Balkan, and it takes territory of Bulgaria, some Serbia, possibly Greece as well, something like that. So the name is misleading to the general public that are not aware of this, because they don't know what the hell that is, right? So what he has inside, it's a treasure. And if you ask me which one is my favorite between these two, definitely him. So he's got, I'm gonna show you. He's got about, at first, more general things, right? He touches upon even the Greeks and everything, because it envelops them, right? But what I like about him is that he actually writes a little more in detail about the rituals, about what was done. He's also teacher, and he travels and he gives lessons and stuff about the culture, so he's pretty much an academic, where Radomir is not an academic. He is. And I'm not dogging on Radomir, I'm just saying, Radomir, he's writing, this is more Eastern Serbia, and this is a little bit different. So even though we are similar people, similar customs, there is some differences. So he is touching up on these old traditions that are translated in Christianity. So he's explaining all those in English as well, and what is done and why is it done. He also gives a ritual for calling the rain when the drought sets. So he has a lot of things. I'm going to show you from the other book as well. He also talks about um, we have these women healers by us. They're called bayachki, right? So what they're doing, because they do this thing called bayanye, and they say these things called bayalici. So basically they're chanting, or however that it's gonna be said in English, right? So he actually gives those kind of texts in here. So this is for everybody, even like from back home that live over here, so they can be like, I want to learn, well, you can try, from this book, when it comes to, healing from snake bites, healing from uplav, from fear. He's got against the evil eye, what needs to be said, what needs to be done, against the fear. And he also touches also upon the saints, especially Mary Petka and Ognena Marina, the fiery Marina, which is at the end of July, So, he's got about healing by sacred springs. He talks about rituals in caves, So he really, has quite like the variety of things, right? He's talking also about sacrifices, communal sacrifices, uh, familial in the family, in the house sacrifices, and I'm talking about kurban, animal sacrifices, not, just so we don't look down on that. It's still practiced. There is a reason for it. Um, this one here, he explains. Well, I'll tell you what I don't like about him when it comes to this book. He tries somehow to. This is the feeling that I'm getting. That's just me. It's just personal. He's kind of trying to equate our stuff with Wicca. I don't like that because no, our stuff is our stuff. Got nothing to do with Wicca. Got nothing to do with nothing Western. It's our shit. So when he talks about cauldrons and wands and shit, no, it's not a wand. It's a staff. It's not a wand. It never was. It never will be. So he rubbed me wrong a little bit with that kind of stuff. But I can't dog the whole book. The whole book as a book, it's still good. So he does have some kind of things he talks about the spirits, and this is mostly from the Vlasi people, not so much the Serbians. Now the Vlasi also, um, of course, they have had influence on the Serbian people as well, and vice versa, But that's who he has went to talk to because these women still hold on to the traditions. Um, he's talking about generally about the spirits, what kind of spirits are over there, and about the tools. Because he's trying to appeal to these Westerners. This is why I kind of like abhor this shit. Um, he talks a little bit on some certain animals and their energy, and he does have this is all full with um herbs, which herbs mean what, and numbers, and why those numbers are important, and colors, celestial bodies, directions. Um, so that's that. It's very not. It's a very limited material that people that don't understand the language, have available for them. They're solid. It's not like they're gonna lead you astray. Just understand that what I said. It's not Wicca. Never was. Never will be. It's not Western stuff. It's our Balkan stuff. And Georgi Mishev, for me, is a little bit more authentic. He does have one more book out as well, but that book is in Bulgarian. I don't think it has an English translation. And then the rest of the books that I know of are very old. And some of them are new, but they're all in Serbian. None of them are translated. So I can't really recommend any of that because most of you guys are not gonna understand. If there's any, Yugos over there, any Serbian, Croatian, Bosnian, Macedonian, um, feel free to, comment, and I'll give you a few recommendations that are in our languages. That's that.